Good evening.
Have we started? You told me hello. I was called. You know what? Dick, come and sit on the steps. I'll give you a drink. That worked. Love you.
It's
very
lovely
good.
to see you. It feels like quite a long time since we last spoke because we've been so busy. In fact, I was just running out to get. I know. Guess what it is?
July.
Did you see the bottle on the side?
Yeah, It's a gin from the south of France, which is done by monks. So it's got all the aromatics from July in it. It's lovely.
It's incredible.
Juillet, actually.
Yeah, it was so pretty, and we'd never seen it before. And then someone says, "Would you like to try July gin?" And how cool is that? I mean, it's quite inspiring. We'll have to make our way through the whole year. That's nice. So since last time, I was dashing out. We were walking through kind of like the hallway of corridor hallway of
We start with the
pictures.
plan. We start with the plan, and you always say about we'll do all of this. And we never get to the end because we talk too much. Just so you know. Is that a fair comment?
Yeah. Well, no. I think it's just nice. You know, you don't want to rush around anywhere because otherwise you miss things. Yeah, and you don't see anything else as to what you may have seen on Escape. So, but today, I think because we've had such a crazy month, we had. Have we been on holiday in this time? What day is it today?
Yes, we have.
Since last time?
Yes, we have. We've been on holiday. We took the children away.
Well, actually, I thought this would be the sort of our subject matter. It'd be summer holidays.
We can talk all about some holidays. Guess what? It's been bloody hot. Yeah? France has been seriously hot. And by the way, you don't know, but say hello, Sasha.
Hello.
Sasha Basha is on behind camera there, and she's a little bit nervous about this. So yeah, there you are.
Go on, Sash. Don't. You can move around a little bit.
Yeah.
No.
Sasha's moving. There you go. Yeah.
Oh, no, we took Sash on tour. So many people may have seen her.
So we took Sasha on tour. Sasha came on tour to look after us. It's very different from we took Sasha on tour.
Oh yeah, actually Sasha took us on tour.
Yeah, I think that's the other way around. Sasha's been here for how long?
6 years.
Wow, since.
No way.
And this is the
God,
first time you've done anything like this.
Yeah, you see, you have to be versatile. You have to be versatile. She's going to get rid of the PDs for making the television take over soon.
Well, Dorothy started telling everyone.
Oh, you need a wide shot.
If you need any help, I do know how to film. That's because every now and again someone gives her a little lesson. It's quite sweet actually.
But the holidays. We're going back to the holidays.
Summer holidays, because I want to talk about our summer holidays, summer here, and also summer holidays as a child. Because with the kids in France, they get 6 weeks off. 2 months off. I used to get 6 weeks off. So
We always get 2 months off at home.
Where?
Northern Ireland, all
No,
of July, all of August.
we never ever got July, and that 2 weeks always
Heathens,
makes,
you English people, all heathens.
But it makes it
Good
feel.
grief. And the Welsh. In Northern Ireland, we have 2 months.
Well, lucky you. It does make a difference actually, because it makes you feel like you've had a proper summer. And I think because of the last 2 years, we've not had, the Chateau hasn't been open. I think we had, although I knew it was there, we'd forgotten that France shuts in August. So
This year has been slightly different because we've got quite a lot on, and then all of a sudden,
we couldn't get out the baker shut. The florist shut.
I need some metal for one of the projects behind the Chateau, and I went along and the place was shut,
And
and it was shut when I went back, and it's still shut.
yeah.
And I'm just hoping to come back before we run out of time.
My leg wax place shut.
Mine too.
Hold on, what else is shut? The window place shut.
Oh yeah,
The coachman needed a quote. Not back till 2 days ago. I mean, it's just it just.
It's not the way to do it. People go on holidays.
They do, but it's a proper. They go between 2 and 4 weeks. They go on proper holiday.
Most of the business we deal with, people who are professionals, they stop for a long time. Your fingers in front of the lens, kiddo. Oh, there you go. That's right. Just keeping an eye on the sash there. But actually, when it comes to people being on holiday, they close down. Everybody knows they're going to close down for August, which means in mid-July, if you want to go get something, they're saying, "Oh, difficult to get it in before the August holidays." Yes, and if you last week in July, they say we can probably deliver it the second half of September, because they're not taking any orders beforehand. There's a bow wave building up. It's there after, and we took a lot of getting used to that, and I think we forgot about it for lockdown.
We did, because we didn't have that same urgency. I mean, we still needed things, but
We didn't have the same urgency. I had to keep checking I was still okay because my pulse was slowing down. We were quite busy actually.
No, we was busy, but not in a different way, because
Different urgency,
everything when you're doing events has hard deadlines. Whereas, you know, when we were doing other stuff over the last couple of years, we wanted to get things done, but we didn't have the same hard deadlines. You know, when we've got a bakery order, I need specific flowers, etc. If you can't get them on that in that month, in that week, sorry,
We give it to you in 3 weeks' time after the wedding.
It's a pain. So it just came, and I had to giggle because I was surprised. But you know, it's one of those things, we completely knew about it, but that's why I had to giggle about it. But our summer holiday in Greece was delightful.
Let's go back and sit there. Summer holiday in Greece.
Yeah, we had 10 days away. It's the longest sort of
It was an
we've been
amazing,
away.
but we made the decision that the children are growing up quite fast and we should go away and do something. And we're lucky because around this part of the world, going to the seaside in France, around here it is actually quite gorgeous.
Yeah.
So we're happy with all of that. But taking the children away somewhere other than just a bit of France,
Yes.
we're going to do that so they get to see some of Europe, because we are
Yeah.
in the system. And to go to Greece, we looked at Italy, we looked at Greece, we even looked at Croatian things. Remember?
Yeah.
Because we're trying to find somewhere where we could go and completely veg but snorkel. I think it was veg but snorkel was part of the phrase, wasn't it?
No,
Veg, snorkel and eat.
I don't know if that is saying. I've never heard of that.
No, I just
saying.
made that up. That's what our priorities were to
We
go
wanted
do nothing.
to relax.
Do nothing, to go snorkeling was something I wanted to do.
Well,
and to
yeah,
eat.
absolutely. You teaching Arthur to snorkel.
And Dorothy was fun as well.
Yeah. Well, the first day that we went out, we went to Decathlon, bought our the little kit, which was super cute. And Dorothy, well, she just did not like the fish going anywhere near her feet. So she was like she sort of like clung on to you, just like this. No, which meant you couldn't really do anything.
Well, you got to go back a step, because in the water, the kids are happy in the beach, walking in the water. Put a mask on and a snorkel, and I didn't get the all-in-one fit, the modern things. I bought them the old ones with the snorkels. The snorkel properly my way. And when we actually realised there was life under the surface, it was hilarious. It was really funny, because she saw that there was fish. Little and by the way, we're not talking about big mammoth things. We're talking about little tiny fishes. And then she saw the bigger ones. The girl could actually levitate on the water, because she was around my neck and all. It was hilarious.
It was very, very, very funny. So what ended up happening was that we didn't go. Me and Dorothy, we decided to do other things. So we would go and
You always planned to do other things. Because of the snorkeling, we went and did other things. Did you see? She tells fibs. She tells, mind your fingers there, Sash, mind your fingers, thanks, darling, go. Yep, okay, so.
We may have planned to have a massage
Hold
or
on.
two.
Mother-daughter massages. Dorothy is just so
We
good.
had our first one last year, and it was just delightful.
Down the Alps, yeah.
They only do only sort of give the little kids it's about half an hour. And it's just so sweet, and they don't use essential oils or any of that, but you know, she's there with her little dressing gown and sort of having, you know, a little bit of juice. It's an experience, and I mean, I actually don't think I've had a massage for 1 year since like a professional one, and I have to say that, so because it's been quite a sort of a grueling year and very physical, I booked myself in for a deep tissue massage. And actually sometimes when I rub your shoulders you go, ow, 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 it really hurted me.
Because it hurts?
And I felt like this was actually, on this particular first one, it was complete punishment, because boy, she hurt me so much, and my arms were completely bruised. It was hilarious. It was definitely deep tissue.
But it was so just to say, when we were out, Arthur and I, pushing out the boundaries of Jacques Cousteau and the underwater world, yes, you two were in there having your drinks and your oil rubbed down with oils. Angela mentioned deep tissue massage, and for me that was payback. We had a couples massage once. on our baby moon for Arthur. On
Yeah.
Arthur's baby moon, we went to Malta, and you were quite happily pregnant. Yes.
Yeah, so they kind of sort of tickled me. Which
No, just much worse than that. We got in there, and I haven't done massages. So you got two beds side by side, two nice little ladies who were doing the massages, yeah. And Angela, they're putting on soft music for Angela to be rubbed down in whatever they were doing, and she said, "What was it? He get in there. He needs to have his muscles work."
I did say it's very, very tense. Make sure that you massage him
My
quite.
first massage, I was very tense, and what happened? Angela's getting rubbed very gently. She nods off, wakes up to discover I'm lying with this Thai lady standing on me, pushing off the ceiling, trying to get her feet deeper into the muscles of my back. And that was my last massage. But bloody hell, that's not funny. Yeah. So when Angela said her deep tissue massage hurts, I laughed. I laughed quite a lot because I thought it was just bloody right too. So anyway, massages. Oh, but while that was happening, Arthur's a little water baby anyway. He loves the water, doesn't he?
He absolutely does. But you really loved it, and he really felt that was his thing. That he went out with you, and
We went quite a long way out. It got to when we were going now because we had a little sort of we had a noodle each. We had a noodle each, and we're sort of out there, and you got to see quite a lot of fish, and we saw shoals of different coloured fish, and we went around because the place where we were in Corfu, as I was saying, we're in Corfu, there was lots of rocks and things, and we were reminded to get out and have a little look around, and it was, you could tell it got a bit colder, the water, and the view got a little bit sort of further away, and then Arthur decided that was far enough to be out there into the wild, so we came and stayed near the edge, and he was so brave going along and snorkeling, duck diving, was finding little rocks
he really
and things.
got into
He
duck
duck diving
diving.
down to pick up little rocks, and then when he came up, I couldn't work out what he was doing with the rocks, so I discovered my pockets were full of rocks at the end of it because I had my swimming shorts, and he kept.
Did you have pockets in your swimming shorts?
Yeah, and I didn't know that until I came out of the water to discover they were full of rocks.
That's
where
amazing.
That's where we put them.
Oh, okay.
But
Nearly pulled your pants down.
they nearly did, but that was another story we don't talk about because this is probably not the right thing to talk about. The other thing that Arthur was so brave about was we actually were diving and we found some sea urchins. No, I going back when you were a toddler. I was in the Mediterranean. I would dive for sea urchins and bring them up. They're the brown ones. In those days, it was a very different mindset to it. Take them out, a little pair of scissors, snip the bottom out, shake them out. 5 little tongues of eggs in there, and you'd have those for breakfast. The most amazing fresh sea urchins. We saw the sea urchin. It wasn't the same sort. It was sort of slightly blue tinged ones. But Arthur, I duck dived down and pulled up a sea urchin for Arthur to have in his hand, and he was a little bit nervous to begin with. But then he got braver and braver as he went along. He put it on sea urchin on his hand, and you sort of feel it moving ever so slightly, and there's a little beak on the bottom as well.
Oh.
But he was very, very brave, and he was so brave that he was actually thoroughly enjoying the fact that he was a big boy who was doing his diving.
Oh, he did. He absolutely loved it. And then
There's some other little kids there snorkeling as well, or they weren't so much snorkeling as swimming around with masks on.
Yeah.
And Arthur showed them as he dived down and came up with the sea urchin to show the other young chaps.
what a brave boy.
Yeah.
Well done. And what a lovely teacher you are.
No, to be fair, we just had an awful lot of fun. But you see, it's interesting because we think of the water and exploring. If you have a little look at our moat over there, that's not quite the sort of water we were in. Imagine snorkeling in that.
Oh my goodness me.
We've got no water, by the way. I was talking about how hot it was,
I know.
but the actual moat level is so low.
I would say it's probably been the lowest it's ever been.
Absolutely, categorically, yes.
Yeah.
Because the little moat over there, on our little moat section over there, the water was all but gone. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we had to dig a little hole out so the fish had a little deep water area there.
Yeah.
To sort of stay.
Absolutely. It was quite sad actually because I remember all of it happened very, very quickly because it felt okay and the lilies were just
Stunning.
Stunning, magnificent. And then all of a sudden they kind of was like, I've not got any water, I'm dying. So, I mean, are they all dead? Or
No, absolutely not.
They're
If anything, they're growing quite nicely. They're growing, but the flowers are nice. Because I think they the water for the flowers. I didn't know that. But
That's
must be
more,
that.
because on a lily you get this sort of you get a bucket when you receive them. It's a bit odd, especially if you hadn't seen them before. But you get sort of like a wick, not wicker, but it's
it's a mesh. It's a mesh. Bucket.
mesh bucket that goes into the
sink.
silt, and then the lily sort of comes up, and that's why it just amazes me that they come out like the perennials. They come out year on year, but all the buckets have started to come up at the top as well, and it looks a bit like a graveyard.
They haven't come up. What's happening is it's going down to them. They've been like that since we planted
It's
them.
coming down to them. Yeah,
It's coming down to them. That's what it is.
of
But
course.
the lack of water here. We're talking holidays anyway, but we're talking about hot in the holidays. This summer here has been hot. Since the children have been off school, it has been impressive. We had 40 degrees in the May.
Yeah, we have.
And I know people back home have had 40 degrees as well.
Yeah,
but
we've all been in this together actually. I mean, there's obviously a lot of different reasons why, but we ended up talking lots about the fact that we didn't move to the south of France because we knew that we couldn't personally work in that kind of heat. So this part of France was fantastic because you have the 4 seasons and they're beautiful. And actually, the summer, whilst it's hot, it doesn't go up to those temperatures. And we have had to, after 2 years of also not working through them, sort of hit the ground running in a very, very hot season. And that's been interesting.
it's been interesting. It's been hard, actually. It has been hard. The thing about the south of France, when we went down, we flew into Toulouse in the middle of winter.
Yeah.
And we looked in that area, and we looked down towards the Pyrenees as well when we were looking for chateaus. And we kept an eye on the temperatures, and anything that gets above 40 to 42, 43, which it has done in that part of the world, you're thinking that's debilitating. And even here, the chateau is quite good about keeping its heat, keeping itself cool because it's thick walls.
It does.
We are single glazed, that's also part of what we're trying to fix, because those windows let heat through. We have got shutters, some of which you can't shut because you put flowers up there.
Well, that's because the windows are falling apart, which is going to be sorted
Shutters
out.
don't shut. The shutters don't shut because you put flowers up there.
Correct.
Yes, Dick.
Yes.
You can't shut the shutters because you put flowers up there.
Yes, Dick.
But that changes the temperature. We've got one room with the air conditioning in it, which is the dining room, purely to make sure that when the cakes come from weddings, we keep the temperature down so the cakes don't sort of go ooze across the table.
Yeah, that's so true.
And the whole thing has been, it's been hard work in it.
Yeah.
But this is summer, and this has been a really hot summer. We've had some rain this week. We've had some rain, and that makes a huge difference.
It has felt like it's really, really cooled things down. Everything was just, it looked scorched. And I mean the only good thing that's come out of that is that the weeds weren't growing as quick.
Yeah, no, to be fair, the grass.
And this week, just before the wedding,
Sorry.
it all popped up to say hello, which has been a little bit annoying. But the kids have loved this season, and it was interesting because they're a little bit older than they were obviously a couple of years ago, and you never quite know how they're going to be. About lots of people coming into their house, but every single wedding, I mean, because we only do weddings for nice people, so they work. Every family's been gorgeous. But what's been lovely is all the children that have been at the weddings have just been fantastic. And
We have to say more about the children who've been to the weddings.
oh no, I don't know if Arthur would be completely embarrassed. But
Dad, they're supposed to embarrass. Arthur's got a girlfriend. Arthur's got a girlfriend. I don't care. Hold on, he was so happy, and Rosie is so lovely, and they write to each other. Arthur had to get an email
I know.
set up quickly.
During a wedding, oh my gosh, you'd be mortified if you ever.
That's
see
all right.
But
He'll be older.
During a wedding, of which all weddings are quite busy. Mommy, can I have an email? I was just like, oh, not this
You're
second.
9.
And
You're
then
9.
not this second. And he's like, no, this second, Mum. So I don't.
So what happened was
mid-service,
Angela, you went and gave him and got him an email address.
I did.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, this was important. Actually, Rosie, who they are pen pals. I don't know if it's completely fair to say boyfriend and girlfriend, but they are definitely pen pals and they're becoming friends, and it's really cute because
She's
they're
a
both.
smart cookie as well, which
She's
we
really,
like.
really smart.
Keeps him on his toes.
Yeah, and they love, you know, I hear a little bit about their correspondence, and it's really quite it's grown up.
You hear a little bit about it. I hope you read it all. No, you're supposed to read it all.
I wouldn't do that.
Yeah, until they're 25. I'm bloody sure you are. I wouldn't.
So,
if you're not doing the job, I'll
yeah,
come and do it. I just
so-
sort of step away slightly. But
So it has been quite a summer. Wonderful weddings that have actually felt heightened with emotion because you know there's been a lot of planning and replanning and families coming together.
so
and,
like 4 years for some of the weddings.
Well, yeah,
Move your
some
finger,
of them.
Sash. Move your finger, darling. Thank you. Yeah, but it has come
So
together.
it's been beautiful. It's been full on. We've had Greece and
I want to talk about Greece a little bit more just for a second because Greece was hot. We were worried about how hot it would be. But
I
it
mean,
wasn't that bad compared to. It was as hot as hot here.
Well, the thing was that in France it was ridiculous, and we're not as prepared in the same way. At least we had an air conditioning in our hotel room. But Corfu town on a couple of days, it was very hot. But Corfu
We had
town,
a taverna without any sort of air conditioning, and that was hot.
we
We
did,
We
and
did the Greek experience.
yeah, and there's a lot of meat, and you end up sort of feeling like you're having a bit of a meat.
It depends how much you eat, darling.
Huh?
Depends how much of your meat you eat. This
I
girl
swear-
cannot get enough lamb chops.
Lamb chops my thing. I've been on my last meal, so I was just, you know. In fact, when I'm in heaven, I've already talked about the you know, be with my family and friends eating lamb chops. That's how I'm going to spend the rest of my days in heaven.
But the whole thing there was it was hot, but we sort of had the beach, we had the town, we had quite a good mixture. Somehow you did a bit of shopping, and Arthur had his Greek mythology sort of fix.
Well,
He just loved it.
Arthur's completely obsessed with me, and I think this did make me laugh as well because there's a little bit of naughtiness in the Greek mythology. Especially
They've got peckers. Some of them are huge, but they've got peckers. Lots of them.
And
And Arthur-
there's lots of T-shirts and posters. and
T-shirts
things
with blokes like big willies sticking in the air and
Really
things.
naughty things. So Arthur took it upon himself
to try and protect Dorothy from the
So he would be like, so instead of just us all walking past all these things, not even looking, Arthur would be like, Dorothy, don't look over here, don't look over here. And then Dorothy would go, okay, Arthur. And then she would sort of like be like walking, you know, as an 8-year-old does. And then she'd like turn around because she wanted to see what he was saying that she couldn't look at. And it was very, very funny. But obviously we are not the only family that experienced that because there's lots of...
everybody.
Everyone that goes to Corfu town that has a family is going to see these in the shop window pictures, and in the end we just had a bit of a giggle about it. But it was a beautiful, beautiful holiday, and it was lovely because I'd been to Corfu when I was like 8 years old, and you've taken sort of James and Charlotte to Corfu.
Yeah.
So we had a lot of lovely memories there, and it was really, really, really nice. And since we've been back, it's been work,
Yeah.
and then I actually took the kids to Disney last weekend.
With your goddaughter.
Yes, so I should sort of so we had
Holidays have been pretty busy
they
considering.
have actually. So we had on Saturday we had Constance's wedding. Now Constance, as you may know, is one of our much loved Chateau workers. He's a good guy. I don't know what we'd really do without him. Eventually, you know,
Sasha and Quentin are the sort of
yeah, everywhere they go, they're running and doing. It was lovely, and we had part of the wedding here, and it was very, very special and lovely and really sweet and really hot. We mentioned how hot it was, and then the French. This is very, very normal. Party until 5-6 a.m. in the morning. However, me, Arthur, and Dorothy, not to dig.
I had things I had to get done.
Went to Disney on the 6:52 train from Laval straight direct to Disneyland.
From the town, just a note here, you go to Disney on one train.
It's incredible.
The Disney train.
Yeah, it's the Disney train, and So how it started was that I was taking my goddaughter, who's 4 years old, who has never been to Disney before, and I was like, I don't really want to miss out on this, because actually part of my childhood, because I know yours was.
My childhood was an era before Disney.
And but you didn't know it was a camping. Like,
Oh no!
I've heard so many wonderful stories.
You know all our holidays like that, but Disney didn't exist. That Disney's 30 years old.
Disney didn't exist, but Disney did exist.
Oh yeah, I think it's fair to
surely.
say that Mickey Mouse had actually been on Steamboat Willie.
Yeah.
Because that was in the 20s.
Yeah, you're not
wasn't
someone you
it? You don't mess around here. See, that's our ferocious hound.
Actually, that's probably the Backyardy dog. Sort of going, hi, little. They're friends.
Yeah. The chocolate lab will be coming to say hello. And they may want to dance. We'll leave it like that.
See the phone just after that.
Yes.
So we got on a 6:52 train.
She stayed with the story. She's
Paris.
doing well considering.
And it was lovely, because the last time we went to Disney was Dorothy's birthday, and it was I think it was her 5th birthday, and it was a disaster from start to finish, because Disney have got this issue with their tickets, that and they're from, we stayed in a Disney hotel, they're from Disney, we picked it up from Disney Express, that these little cards that are similar to what you would put on a hotel door, they deactivate themselves, and the only way to get them activated again is to queue for a couple of hours for customer services. And for Dorothy's birthday, we didn't know any better, and it was a particularly busy day. We didn't actually enter Disney until 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and we were all quite fractious at that point, and it sort of ruined the day a little bit, didn't it? So, ironically, the same happened on this trip, but I was not going to get in the queue, and I just demanded.
Don't mess with Angela.
I demanded to see somebody, and a lovely lady come out and said, "Oh my gosh, this happens all the time." And I'm like, "This is Disney, for goodness sake!" So we got in, and
How many miles did you do?
Her?
How many miles did you do?
Oh, we did lots and lots of miles, but the joy on Stella's, that's my goddaughter's face, being 4 years old, dressed as a princess, one of the, what's the purple, is it Aurora? She went crazy. I mean, that is what Disney is about, is that moment in their life when it is the most magical thing in the world. And I've got to say, it was a lovely day. And Disney, you don't want to be rides. It's all about the beautiful stuff around.
The
It's
parades.
It's the shows.
Talking to some of the princesses.
Oh, yeah.
Arthur liked talking to the princesses.
He did, but this is the really funny thing on this one. So honestly, my tip, if you can, is try to go to a Disney princess meal. Because to be honest, it's not much more than a burger, but you need to be organised with it. So I was quite organised because I knew it existed, and we all went, and you meet all the princesses during your dinner. So Arthur was, well, first of all, Stella was she met Cinderella and Snow White and the lady from Brave, is it Meredith?
Meredith, yeah.
And she was the one, because she went up so fun. She was absolutely beautiful. She was just like, "What's my name?" Like, she was testing them. What's the favourite bit of the show? And it was fantastic, because Arthur and Dorothy are complete kind of Disney geeks, so they were like, Meredith, and then they were telling her the bits about the bears. So they knew absolutely all of that, but I absolutely loved her spirit, that she wasn't gonna let anything go at all. And then Arthur would be talking, just to all of them, and telling them geeky little facts. So for
Telling the princesses geeky facts about Disney.
it was really sweet. But the point was that the girls loved it for different reasons, and Arthur loved it because he had an audience to have a little chat to. And all in all, it was absolutely magical, as Disney should be.
Hold on, so just to confirm that our holidays, apart from the work, the heat, the Greek trips, the Disney trips, you've been to the seaside?
We went very briefly at the start. So we went very briefly at the start, because during our years that we've been here, we absolutely love the coast. We go to the seaside on a regular basis, but we haven't been as much. But it is the last week of the holidays.
We've had lots of sunshine. We've got more weddings.
we have more weddings. We have a wedding this weekend, and this is a pre-record, simply because we are going to be absolutely engrossed Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and then on Monday we've got a last week of the school holidays. We're going to take the kids to the beach, and it's going to be lovely. We hope you've had a lovely chat. We hope you've had a lovely summer.
Lovely to see you. And by the way, enjoy your holidays. You've got to live them. Don't work as hard as we do, but have a lot of fun. And find somewhere cool.
Like a fridge.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Take care. See you later.
Lovely to see you. Take care.